Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naidalyn in case you're new here. Today's video is gonna be, sorry, I just sprayed perfume and I'm like trying not to inhale it. And I also drink a Celsius, so I'm like, oh. Anyways, today's video is gonna be a mic'd up lower body workout, but let me make a little disclaimer, okay? Filming at the gym and having to speak out loud is the most awkward thing I have ever done. So in the video there's gonna be parts where I'm speaking, but you can tell I'm so uncomfortable and I feel so awkward because I'm literally talking like this so that way nobody overhears me. So I am gonna be going back and forth and doing a little voiceover, okay? Bear with me please, it was my first time, so I have to, get a little bit more adjusted, really acclimate myself with it. So I hope that doesn't bother you too much. And today's workout was a lot more glute focused, so if you're interested in seeing how I set up my glute workout, then just keep on watching. Alright, so you should know the drill by now. I never skip my warm-ups. I always do some type of dynamic stretches just to warm up my muscles, loosen up the hip joints, open up my hips a little bit, make sure that everything is nice and ready to go because, yeah, we don't do the whole injuries around here. We want a very productive and efficient workout. And in order to have that, you literally have to make sure that your muscles are nice and warmed up. Don't be that person that just jumps straight into your workout. You're literally doing a lot of harm to yourself whether you feel like it or not. Please do some dynamic warm-ups. So this is what my warm-up looks like before every single lower body workout. I do leg swings forward and side to side. I also do these knee circles, which are so good for opening up the hips as well. People really underestimate the difference it makes when your hips are warmed up when it comes down to your workouts. You can literally increase your depth like crazy. And it's also just really good for longevity, especially because a lot of us have jobs where we're just sitting down all day. So taking the time to warm up your hips really, truly makes a difference. Okay, we're gonna start off with some hip thrusts. I'm gonna add 2 little plates underneath my feet because I'm a shorty. And if I don't have 2 plates, then I end up feeling it in my lower back. So let's see, let's adjust real quick. Okay, bottom of your shoulder blades on top of the bench, tucking your pelvic bone, tucking your chin. It's gonna be my little warm-up set, just so I can start getting my muscles nice and activated. Making sure I'm really squeezing and locking in at the top. 1 more. 2. Okay, taking a quick rest. It's gonna be so awkward if you can't hear me. We're gonna go back in. We're gonna aim for 10. And we're gonna hold at the top. Lord have mercy. Now I'm moving into doing some Bulgarian split squats. Once again, I put plates underneath my feet, and not because of my height, but just so that way I can increase the range of motion and get a deeper stretch within my glutes. These are gonna be more of a glute biased, obviously Bulgarian. So we're gonna do a slight forward lean and do kind of like a escalator vibe. And when I do Bulgarians, I really like to push my glutes back and really sit in that lengthened position, just so that way I can really feel that stretch in the muscle. And then I push back up using the heels of my feet. And as if doing weighted Bulgarians weren't already enough, I'm gonna go ahead and also do some body weight Bulgarians just to challenge my muscles a little bit more. Okay, now it's time for one of my favorite accessory movements. These are the beautiful hip abductions. I remember when these used to be so controversial because people would be like, oh, they don't really work. well, tell that to my bubble butt, okay? Because I really feel like these help round out the glutes so much. I do a lot of different variations when it comes down to it, just to see, you know, what really feels the best. So you do have to play around with these. I personally like to do a forward lean. That's what helps me feel it in my glutes the most. Some people feel it more when they lean back. I really think it just depends. So like I said, play around with it and see what works best for you. And the last exercise I like to do are just some cable kickbacks. This really helps with that shelf appearance, or really lifting up the glutes. There really isn't too much to this. I just like to make sure that the level is in alignment with my knee, and I kick back. I make sure that my back is nice and straight. Otherwise, if you're arching your back, you're definitely going to feel this in your lower back, and it's not going to feel good. Just kick back, make sure you're really squeezing the glutes, and that is pretty much it. Alright, so that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Let me know what you want to see next time, and also make sure that you are following me on my TikTok for more fitness related content, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.